Hello, it's been a while since I've made one of these. It's been a while since I felt like making one of these. I don't really have a good idea of what's changed, but I do know I want to make one right now. I was watching this video of a bunch of different Simpsons toys from throughout history. The Simpsons has been going for a long time. It's not important. He brings up the Burger King 2001 Treehouse of Horror toys. They got some scary monsters and a skeleton Bart. He's the one that I focused on the most. These came out in October of 2001 and probably ran all the way up to Halloween, I would assume. They're Halloween toys. I was born October 18th, 2001. These toys were running when I was born. I thought about it and how as I was being born, I wasn't born. I was removed from my mom's stomach via C-section. Technology is wonderful. Does that mean I don't have a soul? I don't think so. I think that's a different rule. Anyways, I was just thinking about how some kid at a Burger King close to that hospital. I was born in Vancouver, and there's quite a few Burger Kings around that hospital, not too far from it. And as I was being removed from a hole cut in my mom's stomach, there was a kid being handed one of those Bart skeleton toys that I was seeing on that video just now. I don't know why this gave me this kind of visceral reaction. I immediately turned off the video and I just started thinking about back then. The world has always been here, whether I've been here or not. I was thinking about how weird those toys look to me. Not that weird, because, they're similar to ones I had when I was a kid. But I never got to see them, because I didn't exist yet, or just barely. But my mom and dad did. They saw those toys. They might have even saw one in the Burger King. I know my mom does like Burger King. It was passed down to me. I like Burger King as well. It got me thinking about just all my mom and dad experienced. I then tried to think about if I had any memory of seeing those toys, which obviously I don't. I couldn't think of a memory of that. So I tried to think back to the earliest memory I could think. I tried to picture where I was when my mom had me removed from her stomach, or birthed me, and was given to her in her arms. My mom and my dad looked and went, "Oh, hi, Justin." I went, "Bleh!" and had my big forehead. I tried to think about where I was when they drove me home and put me to bed for the first time. I don't remember that, obviously. No baby does. I tried to think about the earliest memory I could. The earliest point that I could. And I realized I never have done that before. And I was trying to think about it. I was going back. But the most that I remember in that house we lived in Vancouver was this computer room we had. And I probably remember something earlier than this, but I remember my dad's family came to visit from Holland, and some of his nephews or cousins, or nieces, they were helping me play Pajama Sam. I remember it was Pajama Sam. My mom and dad had bought these CD-ROM games for me that are for kids. Pajama Sam, the other ones, can't remember them right now. Because I love the computer. I've loved the computer as long as I've been alive. I'm so happy I get to do this YouTube thing on the computer as my job. I was always gonna end up on the computer somehow as my thing I do in life. But I don't know. I'm getting way off topic here. The thing that really just got inside me was I remember playing Pajama Sam with these two girls. They're helping me. They think it's so cute. I love the computer. Then we go upstairs to eat dinner with them all. We come back downstairs and there's these other girls and maybe like a guy on it, and we're like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And they go, "Oh shit," and they go run off and we keep playing Pajama Sam. But that's not important. That is a very early memory I have, but it just got me thinking about that computer my parents had. They saw the invention of the computer. They saw The Simpsons start airing on TV. They had this whole world before I was there. The world was changing, and I got to be there for a period of it. My parents had a computer, which was a pretty new thing, that ran XP to do their banking. My dad played around in Paint. My mom showed me eBay and the little frog on Solitaire. I have a whole video about it, how much I love him. I don't know the feeling I'm trying to describe here. I don't know. Like, my parents getting that computer and getting to see these new inventions of the computer and the Simpsons Bart toy in 2001. I don't know. It's really weird that I get to be a part of that. I got to be there as the times changed like that. And then I got to grow up a little bit more and see Windows 7 come out Windows Vista. I'm a fucking nerd. I registered years and time passing by Windows releases and if the iPhone was out or not. My brother always gives me shit for that. But those are historically significant things of the 21st century. It doesn't matter what inventions are in the world, computers, Simpson, Bart toys, whatever it may be. The world is constantly changing. And it was constantly changing before I was here. And it's going to be constantly changing after I'm done being here. There were people that saw it before, like my parents, and there'll be people that see it after, like kids if I ever have any, or, you know, just some little bro that I meet when I'm like 90. I could see me doing that, like shooting the shit with some kid about, I was there for Pokemon Diamond. That's 100 years old now. The world will continue to change, whether I'm here or not, and I don't know, I find it cool. You might think that where I'm going with this is that I find it cool that I get to experience even just a piece of that world and how it changes for the short amount of time I am alive. But that's not the feeling I was feeling. I just got this really weird jolt through me, this like, I don't know, feeling of belonging. Not at that I get to experience the world changing from my own perspective, but it changing for my parents too. I got to be there when they got a computer, when the Simpsons got different Burger King toys, when I grew up, when TVs got different shows, when the internet became a thing, when all of these events happened and the world changed. I got to be there when they experienced that too. I got to be a part of that with them. I got to be a part of their life as they experience this changing world. It's, I don't know. I'm tearing up a little bit right now and getting just tingles. I don't know. It's just really special to me. I don't know if I'm communicating best what I'm trying to describe, but do you know what I mean? I got to be there through a portion of their life. I got to be there with them as they saw things in the world change. And I'm gonna get to continue to be there with them until their time is up. And I'm going to continue to be there with all kinds of people that I've come to know and love on this earth, and watch the world change with them as well, and be a part of their lives as they change, you know? I just think that's really special. I don't know why thinking about Pajama Sam on that little Windows XP machine is making me feel like this, and I don't know why Skeleton Bart inspired it, but it did. I might sound pretty crazy and weird right now, but I don't know. When I get these little moments like this, where I just feel really real and me and attached to something bigger, the world, my mommy and daddy, the other people around me that I love, it's just really, I don't know. It feels real. You know? That's all I have to say about that. I don't know how to end this.